You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters, we're going to talk about Caitlin Clark. She has made some, what I think are very professional and mature comments in relation to what goes on, well, on social media. And, of course, all the massive issues around cultural wars and things of that nature that's taken place, in large part because of her entry into the league. That's not her fault. She's dealing with a lot of hate. We from the outside can see that. Yeah, we're calling a lot of it out. We are. We don't think it's right. We don't think it's fair. And, of course, there's a lot of firestorm around almost every one of her games. So she has come out and made some what I think are very Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, very professionally focused comments. And you can tell she's going to be really, really good, probably legendary in this league because of her focus on her job. And she makes no mistake. There's no confusion. Basketball is her job. And she's not listening to a lot of the noise. We'll get to that. Before we get to that, let's start with DiJonai Carrington. Of course, the other night in that Connecticut Suns game, she fouled Caitlin Clark, and for lack of a better way of putting it, she showed her ass. And she got destroyed by a lot of people. This thing went viral. This one snippet went viral. She is now fired back at this clip for the people that, thought she was being ridiculous, thought she looked ridiculous, and didn't show a lot of class out there. So let's look at the clip real fast. She's going to do the foul, and then she's going to mock Caitlin Clark for what she thinks is a flop. Right there, that's showing a lot of class. And, this stadium, this arena that they played in, they chanted for Caitlin Clark later in the game when she was no longer in the game. And I think these home players, particularly somebody like Carrington, they're butthurt by that. All right, once again, Caitlin Clark fans have invaded your arena, and you're pissed because they're not there to see you. So she has come out and she's made some comments now about the situation. Clark was driving to the basket early in the game, drew a foul from Carrington. The Sun player then appeared to mock Clark in a way that claimed the former Iowa standout embellished a bit. According to Outkick, Carrington actually received boos from the home crowd. That is a fact. I was watching the game. When she decided to mock Caitlin, she got booed in her own home arena. I thought it was hilarious. One person on X claimed if the races were reversed, Carrington would have been ejected. However, Carrington was not having it. She come out and she said BFFR. Nobody knows what that means, chick. I mean, nobody knows. Be effing for real. And this was Paul Scaplula who shared this out. He's a guy I think I follow online. And his comment, Caitlin Clark was targeted by black players again Monday, this time in Connecticut. The crowd booed. If races were reversed, Carrington would have been ejected. I don't know if that would have been necessarily the case, but I get Paul's point. After everything that's gone down over the last month, I don't blame him for having that take. I don't. I think that's reasonable at this point. It feels like this player is the subject of a lot of hate and a lot of scrutiny from the players inside the league. So, because of all that, Caitlin Clark knows that she's caught in a culture war. But she's very maturely not paying attention to it as best she can. I can only imagine what she's really thinking and dealing with behind the scenes. But she's all business. Like I said, it feels very Tom Brady and very Peyton Manning-like. All right? And because of that, she's going to be great. Caitlin Clark's popularity continues to be a hot-button topic, especially when it comes to race. WNBA stars, perhaps most notably Asia Wilson, have said the 2024 number one overall pick is as popular as she is, partially because she's white. Her own coach seemed to disagree, but the conversation remains ongoing. Well, she come out a few days later, and Becky Hammon made it about race. So, yeah, Becky Hammon's not even on board with Clark. There's a new discussion about Clark every day, and plenty of them aren't even about her skill on the court. Clark was asked how she felt about people using her name in whatever culture war they have, but Clark has one focus in mind and continues to block the outside noise. Quote, "It's not something I can control. I don't put up too much thought and time into thinking about things like that. To be honest, I don't see a lot of it," Clark said on Thursday. Quote, "Like I've said, basketball is my job. Everything on the outside, I can't control that, so I'm not going to spend time thinking about that. People can talk about what they want to talk about, create conversations about whatever it is, but I think for myself, I'm just here to play basketball. I'm here to have fun. I'm here to help the team win. We've won 3 games. Feels like we've been in a position to win a few more than that. My focus is on helping us do that. I don't pay much mind to all of that, to be honest." I mean, that's very mature. Clark continues to be singled out on the floor. Kennedy Carter was hit with a flagrant after a blindside hip check. Tiasha Harris seemed to take pride in Clark's tough game against the Connecticut Sun, saying it was a, quote, seatbelt season. Clark was asked if the conversations around her have affected her ability to make relationships in the league, but she's first focused on relationships with her teammates. Amen. I mean, that's who you got to really be focused on, is the guys on your own team. I think everybody in the league understands we're excited about all this attention we're getting. I think we're appreciative of it. I think the league has been really great for a really long time, but my focus is on teammates. They've been amazing, Clark continued. I don't think it's impacted me making relationships on my team. I'm obviously talking to people on other teams on a daily basis, so she's not fraternizing with the other teams. That's very old school. I love that, frankly. I have so much to focus on here, and getting my teammates to trust me and do all that is my main focus. Same with our coaching staff and this organization. When asked if she was bothered by any of the talk, she said, "No. I don't see it. That's not where my focus is. My focus is basketball. That's where it needs to be, and that's where it has been, and I'm trying to get better on a daily basis." By the way, she's averaging 16.3 and 6 assists per game, and she was the WNBA Rookie of the Month. Very mature. Very mature. Very businesslike. I mean, you can tell she is single-minded and focused on basketball. And I think that's probably going to do her a lot of good over the years. She is going to be dealing with things. It's kind of weird. This is a league that's been around for 30 years, but we're witnessing sort of a first, because this league's never had a phenomenon, a phenom, so to speak, even. And I think that in itself has made a lot of these players mad, but they're not. I mean, they haven't garnered this kind of attention or this kind of friction, excitement, whatever you want to call it, around this league. She's the one that's brought all the eyeballs in. We know that's created a lot of hate towards her. She's got a lot on her shoulders. And I've talked about multiple times, if she makes it through this season unscathed, oh man, look out. Second, third season, fourth season, there is no telling. Again, 13 games, already averaging 16 points as a rookie. 6 assists. I don't think we're recognizing exactly how good she's already been. She gets some more weight on her, more in the weight room, etc., matures more. Again, by the time she's 25, she's 22 now, shit, look out. She'll absolutely knock them dead between 24 and 35 years old. She's going to be a dangerous legend in this league, I think. Tell me what you think. Mature. Very mature. Some of these WNBA players, the ones that's been in the league a long time, they could take notes from her on maturity. Think about that. DiJonai Carrington. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.